Hello, everybody. What's up, guys? Hello. Hello, Felipe. Hello, Batman. GG Felipe on 110 stream streak. Thank you for that, man. Congrats. That's a lot of strums. I've strummed that many times, huh? God damn. How you guys doing? Batman with the ray gun emotes. Luckily, Steph isn't here yet. How y'all doing? Let's see here. Thank you for the 10 streams, Batman. Still appreciated. Congrats on it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, bud. Okay, where is the thingy? Y'all see these new Coke Oreos? I'm not talking about the Oreo flavored Coke. I'm talking about the Coke flavored Oreos. What the hell? Can America... Can we stop America? What the hell is this? Fucking Coke flavored Oreos. It gotta be better than the Coke Oreo. Maybe. Is Coke better in food form? I ate Coke Oreos, so you don't have to. What's the reviews? We got a consensus on this? I thought it would be a disaster, but it's soared above expectations to land at a grade of not terrible. What a resounding review. Welcome in, Steph. Not really well, so I most likely won't be here. Sorry, just need to rest. You can tell I'm sick. I'm finally quiet. I'm finally quiet, as Mom said. I'm sorry, Steph. I'm sorry, Steph. Sending love to you. I hope you feel better. Please rest. Do not feel obligated to hang out by any means. I appreciate you popping in though. Just to say that. Take some rest. Take some time off. I hope you feel better. Drink some tea. Lots of fluids in you. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon. Goodbye forever. Hello, Sinnoh. Hello, Sinnoh. This is, I guess, the third time playing this on stream. So you're not missing anything, Steph. Don't worry. Not really. Welcome in, Leia. It is a remaster, so that's why we're playing it. And I appreciate everybody tolerating me, indulging my addiction with this franchise. But we are going to play it again. Staff, thank you for the resub. 13 months. It's crazy to believe that you've been around that long and that we've known each other for over a year. But at the same time, feels like a lot longer than that. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But thank you so much, Steph. Rest well. I hope you are able to get some proper rest today. And Trish with the resub. 20 months. God damn. I hope it's not too warm for you, Steph, so you're able to actually like get some proper rest without just making you feel worse. But thank you for the resub, Trish. Shake Dad Booty Girl. The Halloween emotes will be going away this week, so use them while you can. Use them while you can. It's 39 today, but in aircon, good. Thank God for the aircon, then. That's a ridiculously disgusting temperature. How's Leia doing? Let's say about Trish. When did we meet Trish? Was it back in 2018? 19? How long have we known each other? 6, 7 years? That seems wild, doesn't it? Kind of the same situation. Time is fucked. 6 or 7 years doesn't feel like that long, like thinking about everything else, but I guess that's a pretty substantial chunk of your life, really, 7 years. Anyway. Time's weird. Yeah, 39 is pretty gross. Anybody playing the Pokemon game? Anybody got any cool cards? I got a like a foil muck earlier. See? Oh, I'm gonna get notifications, so I'm showing you stuff. Look at that. I got a foil muck. That was my best pull from the last, like, 10 packs, unfortunately. Yeah, it sounds about right. You do? Yeah, I know Trish does. Trish got the fucking cool-ass Mewtwo X card. I only got the lame-ass Mewtwo X card. I got this one. What are you saying, Steph? I have all the windows and blinds shut and pump in the air. Bye-bye. Have a good one, Trish. Not Trish. Have a good one, Steph. I'll talk to you later. I'll send you some message. Actually, I sent you a message earlier, but maybe you didn't see it. And thank you for the hydrate. But no rush on any messages or anything like that. I'll chat with you later. Feel better, Steph. Bye-bye. Yeah. I got some pretty good luck early on with the X cards and the full arts and all that. But that's it. I did finally get a Kirlia, or however you say that. What is it? A Kirlia. I got like a million Ralts. So I couldn't use my Gardevoir, whatever you call it. But I have a hollow Gardevoir as well, so now I can finally figure out how to use that. Right back after my nap. All good stuff. When you get around to making more emotes, maybe make an emote of Whisper doing magic. Maybe magical wink emote or something. How does that... How would you... What would that look like? Doing magic, a magical wink emote. What does... I mean, I know what her magic looks like, but I wonder what your... Can I have Whisper with purple eyes all year round? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you're well acquainted with how her magic works. Yeah. Could be an interesting way of doing it. She's a very charismatic character, so like stat-wise. I'm saying I'm right, good. Let me get these fucking Coke Oreos off my screen. Yeah, what could that look like? There's a lot of purple associated with her magic. Coke Oreos. Yeah, so I guess the hotness of the internet for a little while, a couple of weeks ago, a couple months ago, maybe, I don't know, was Oreo flavored Coke. And now you can get Coke flavored Oreos. For some reason they keep hammering on this mashup. But you can now get cookies that taste like Coke Oreos. Yeah, so there is a drink that tastes like Oreos that has Coke written on it. It's Oreo flavored Coke. I'm getting my brains all flustered and backwards. They are not good. Have you had them? Trish, why? Why did you buy those? Please tell me you didn't buy those and that somebody else bought them and you stole one. Trish, please. You can't find it here? Why would you want it? They were offered. Okay, good. Good. Usually Oreo is the company that sells their flavor to other things. Now Coke is selling their flavor to Oreo. So confusing. It's just I don't know. Who cares? Like these are the things that people are only ever like, huh, that's a weird combo. I'll try it. But you don't buy a whole pack of the thing or a whole box or like it just like I don't know. It's I don't know if it's an indulgence of curiosity and impulse or if it's legitimately like something that these companies are like, we have immense brand power. Let's combine them to make the ultimate brand power. Who I don't know. I can't be bothered. I haven't had an Oreo or Coke in many years, and combining the two of them doesn't increase my interest in trying either again. Oreo flavored coffee. You can get in a soda can. Anyway, thank you guys for the resubs. Thank you very much. It's definitely the brand power thing, along with making something weird enough where it will go viral. It has to be that, right?
I'm saving my 2 Oreo Coke cans for posterity. Hopefully it will be worth millions in a few decades.
Have you tried one, Felipe? Did you buy 3 and now you're saving 2? Somebody's going to drink that on YouTube in 20 years. Felipe's going to make a whopping 500% return on his investment. He spent $5 on those cans, he's going to make 50. Which is not 500%, but anyway. I don't know. I got a cool new dye. I've shown a couple of people this already. If anybody is familiar with the Pixel D20s. I sell it to GMM? Who's that? Oh, good morning. Good morning, America. What is it called? Made jasmine rice with cubed pork, yellow and orange peppers, mushrooms. Nice. That's a very fall-themed looking rice dish. Good mythical morning. Why is it mythical? Don't they just like vacuum bananas and shit? Why is that mythical? I make 30 different kinds of hot dogs or whatever that video was. I feel like I've never seen it. I've only ever heard people talk about Good Mythical Morning. I've never actually seen it myself. Definitely not GVM then. That's just their thing. They used to be an internet talk show. Going to take a day trip to a gas station sometime soon. Shell has it. We don't have Shell here. We do not have Shell. As far as I'm aware, we only have like 2 or 3 different gas stations. They're all kind of meh. Now they just make food videos. I guess that was like their most popular video, so they just stuck to that. Anyway, let me show you my dye. If I open it, you can see it turn on. Look at that. Look at that. Camera's out of focus. I don't want to fuck around with the focus, but... When you're rolling it in your hand, you can reprogram this. This is an RGB D20 if you play D&D and you don't know what this is. Or if you don't play D&D and you don't know what this is. It's a D20. It's pretty much the thing you use for all of your... Let me change my camera. Let me just change this. I hate fucking around with this because the autofocus keeps going all over the place, but... It's at 426, okay. Alright. That's not bad. That's not bad focus. But anyway, when you roll it in your hands, it turns blue. So if I'm just moving it around, you can see it turns blue. And when it stops on a number, It has like its own specific animation that it'll do depending on what number it is. So like let's say it lands on 19. You can't really, the camera's really not doing this justice. But it does like actually let me see if I can turn down maybe the exposure might help. Let's turn this down. There we go. Make it real dark. It's still not really helping it. Maybe the light is too bright. I think my backlight might be too bright. Oh well. Let's put it on, well, if we put it on 1, does it know it's on 1? There we go. You can see it pulsing towards the 1. It's like one of those 8 balls. Yeah. Despair. It was kind of dark for a second there, wasn't it? Anyway, that's my cool D20. I haven't gotten to use it yet because we canceled D&D this week. But it was neat. I backed this on Kickstarter like 3 years ago. Let me turn the autofocus off. And I had no idea that this was coming in the mail. I ordered headphones, like shitty little earbuds for using them in bed. And I got 2 notifications saying that your package is shipped and on time, and another one at the same time saying that your package is delayed. This was like, did they send me 2 by accident or something? So I was very much expecting to get 2 sets of shitty headphones. But no, one of them was obviously the headphones, and the other one was this, which I was not really prepared for. How much did it cost? I think I backed it for like $40 back then, which is honestly not that bad for what it is. It's really not, maybe it was $50 with tax and everything. But like if you shop for dice, they can very, very, very quickly become like $100 each. So it's actually not that bad. It's reprogrammable. It's wireless charging. The case has a USB-C port on the back of it. So you just put it inside the case and it charges. They did not give any updates during the time. They did. There were a number of updates saying like, you know, kind of the usual of like, we underestimated how many people were ordering, how easy it would be to get components. This was like just coming out of COVID and stuff as well, where things were difficult to get a hold of. And then I think it was like last year, I think it was about a year ago, they put out a form saying like, okay, we're now ready to take orders. So like I basically was able to go in and tell them what die I wanted, what I wanted it to look like. And then that was it. I just basically just told them what I wanted and then was done. And then this just showed up. I think there was like a video or something recently saying that they were like more shipments were coming out and everything because they did like a Q&A or something, but I never really even thought about it. Never really thought about it until it showed up. But it one of the coolest things, obviously it's a die that lights up and you can basically tell it to light up whatever way you want, whatever color you want. But one of the coolest things about it, it's like this is the app. So you can go into the app and basically tell it what animations you want it to have. So like at the bottom there you can see when a 1 is rolled, what does it do? When a 9 to a 2 is rolled. You can also go in and add like what you want it to do on number 3, what you want it to do on number 7. You can do that. It also has things at the top as well. Just like a voice tab, so you can get it to send a notification to your phone, like a written, an app program dice. Yeah. So it'll send a voice notification to your phone when something happens. You can also get it to send like JSON and like jQuery queues to whatever program you want. I currently have it set up to send notifications to our D&D Discord server when I roll a 20 or a 1. So that it's basically confirmed. Like if I say I got a crit, the notification will appear on the Discord server for everybody. We'll see how annoying that gets. And it also keeps track of all of your rolls. These are just kind of like test rolls and stuff, and there are a lot of 20s that have been rolled, but only because I keep putting it in the case on a 20, and the app considers that to be rolling a 20, but you can see every single roll. These are all the numbers. Let's put autofocus back on. These are all the numbers that I've rolled. So it keeps track of all of those. So you can tell what your average is. So if you just rolled a 1, then you'll get a notification. Yeah, so here, I'll show you. Let me open it. If I roll a 1, everyone on the Discord server will get a notification. It will appear as a pop-up in the server. But let me just roll. I'll just put this up, and I'll roll a die. I just got a 7. So I don't know. Hang on a second. Did that go up? I can't see it while I'm looking at this. 18. Wait, no, hang on. Is it? Oh, never mind. This isn't the right session. This ain't the right session. I'm looking at the wrong session. Let me start a new session. There we go. Okay, we're starting a new session. So we just rolled an 8. Now we rolled a 12. Now we rolled a 16. We rolled an 11. It was cocked. I don't know if it'll count that. Oh, it did. Okay. A 7. Another 18. There you go. So it keeps track of all your shit, which is awesome. I'd be scared to roll such a cool thing. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. That's my current like little D&D obsession. And it's like regular size as well. Like you'd think something that had 20 LEDs and a battery and everything in it, you'd think it would be kind of large. Oh, did you get Oh, did we get a 20 notification? Sorry. I put it back in the box on a 20. Yeah, there it is. So I mean, this is like a regular D20 and obviously the light one. So I mean, it's basically the same size. Yeah, I got a nat 20, yeah. Thinking about it, yeah. Anyway. Thinking about it, it does make it kind of pointless. Because I could just lay it on a 20. Anyway, we all play by the honor system. Nobody cheats. That's cheating. That would be cheating, but obviously we're not going to play like that because it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose, man. Why even bother playing D&D if you're just gonna make shit up anyway? I mean, I feel like, well, I guess D&D is making shit up half the time. But making up rules. Okay, let's minimize this. Okie doke. More Horizon. Okay. Let's play the Horizon Remaster. Where can I put this? God damn it, Firefox. There we go. Now, I have played the Horizon Remaster a little bit already, because I can't help myself, and it came out just after my birthday, so... we'll get into it. There's a lot of nice graphical changes, but really in terms of quality of life changes, there aren't really any. They didn't really change fundamentally how anything works. They basically just changed the visuals, which is a little disappointing. They were pretty comprehensive. I would say the only significant, well, there's a lot of significant changes. They changed all the character models so that the character models are more detailed. They changed all the world textures. They added new like foliage and flora and stuff. A lot of things are sort of like up-resed. Draw distances, LODs, all that stuff has changed. The cloud system and everything has changed. So there's a lot of pretty comprehensive visual changes rather than just like up-resing the existing textures. One of the nicest things, though, is that they redid all of the cutscene animations. So pretty much every single conversation now has its own unique mocap rather than like the generic cycling animations they used to have, which is really nice. But I wish they would have changed a couple of things, and I guess we can talk about them as we get to them. So we'll switch over to the game. Where it is, there we go. Here we go. Alright, so let's start. Switch over game audio as well. Go. And where it is. Oh, is that too loud? Look at that waterfall. It is good. Just this scene alone has been changed quite a bit. I don't really... I guess it might have been LOD specifically, but this is a location in the game world. You can't actually get to where this is, but you can see where it is. And what this is looking out into is the Embrace, which is like the first area of the game. And you can see down... I see my cursor. You couldn't see any of this shit in the distance in the original game. I guess it was LOD, draw distance issue. But this is like going down to the Embrace, and you can see basically a lot of the towers that kind of wall off the Embrace and kind of prevent Aloy from leaving the like initial area. And I guess these are like watchtowers and stuff, because you can't see that in the original. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Shit. It does work a lot better than the original release did of this game on PC. Horizon Zero Dawn was Sony's first PC port, and it was quite buggy at launch. But they have actually gotten their shit together, and a lot of their ports since have been great. We'll start a new game. We're going to play on hard. Because I think the last time we've done a couple of playthroughs in this game. We did a brand new playthrough of this game a year ago. In fact, this was the first game I started using a microphone on. Because I had done a number of streams before this. This was the first game that I actually started talking rather than typing. I guess just because I couldn't be bothered to have a mic on. I guess now I don't really care anymore. And we did a normal playthrough. And then before Forbidden West came out on PC, we did a very quick playthrough of this on Ultra Hard. I think we did that in one stream. I think did we do that? Did we do Frozen Wilds? I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the VODs. Well, we'll start a new game on this time, and we'll play it on hard. Because I think that's actually probably a bit more of a reasonable difficulty to start on. Any higher than that, I feel like it gets a little bit too grindy, because this game has resource limits, and the remaster still unfortunately keeps the resource limits. No. What do you mean 6 years later? Hang on a second. Did it skip the whole intro? Okay, hang on a second. We gotta watch the intro, I guess. There we go. Look at Rost. He's all young and shit. Kind of. I forget it's DLC sometimes. Yeah. It is pretty well implemented.
What's that?
This is one thing that I like that they did with the remaster.
Can't stay in today.
Is there's a couple of character models that we see. Actually, there's 3. There's Rost, there's Tirsa, I guess Jezza as well, and Teb. Those are the 4 characters that you meet
Wear this.
now,
It belongs
early
to
in the
my
game. And in the original game, all of the character models looked exactly the same afterwards.
Today,
But in the remaster, specifically with Rost anyway, they made him look younger
will the goddess speak it?
for this section, which is kind of cool. Makes sense, because it's basically been like 20 years between now and later in the game, so that doesn't really make sense that he looks super old in both time periods. This game looks amazing.
Normally
It's a
it
very
would
pretty
be the
game.
mother who declares, if you had one. The whole village would attend, and matriarchs
I mean, the
perform.
original game is still a very good looking game,
We are outcasts.
but they did, I think side by side, it's evident a lot of the changes that they made.
Otherwise, we might become
Welcome in, Dot. How's it going?
faithless old ones who turned their backs on
But
the
I think the biggest visual change is a lot of extra foliage. Just a lot of extra shit on the screen that they're able to get away with.
Beasts of air, water, earth, and steel.
Haven't tried this yet. Welcome in, Corgi. As a fan of Horizon, I like it. For anybody else who's like interested but not too fussed about Horizon, I think you can probably give it a pass. It is only $10 if you already have the game,
Their power.
so it's not that much of an investment. But it's not like a comprehensive overhaul. Finishing up Metaphor, nice. How was that game, Dot? I haven't really heard much about it. I'd love a tall neck model Lego to build. Yeah, Trish has one of those. Trish got that tall boy, built it on stream. That was a fun one. I'd love to have like a proper,
High matriarch.
because I have that Thunderjaw model, which I need to finish because I'm lazy.
To forbid the ritual.
I'd love to have one that's to scale with that. That'd be pretty badass. The Corgi has one too, nice. It's a calendar system I'm getting used to, but the story and characters are fun. Nice. A calendar system. So like, kind of like in a farming, sim?
And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming,
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
but we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she,
Yeah, I think
well,
Tirsa looks a little bit older.
I am a high matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Start being something I just threw together last minute. Nice.
Yes, yes, now go.
Sounds pretty good.
Ready
And it
to
looked
declare.
pretty.
Go.
I imagine it looking pretty festive with all the orange fall colors.
Oh, mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy.
And so her name is blessed.
Thanks, Tirsa.
Stop this at once! What have you
What's
done?
Lansra?
I've blessed
Which
the
one's
name of
Jezza,
the
then?
child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child?
The game hard stops after a few months, but there's enough time to do most things. Oh.
What you asked.
To raise it, yes.
Yeah.
We said nothing of love.
Enough.
That seems to be like a JRPG trope.
Blessing its name like it was one
I
of the
know
Nora,
my duty
one
to
of the
them.
tribe.
I'm not a fan. I understand why they do it.
I'm here.
Yeah, Lansra's a bit of a piece of shit,
I will follow.
to be honest. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Like, I loved the original Harvest Moon. I think that was probably like my first exposure to that type of system, where it's like, you need to fix the farm in a year, and if you don't, game over. Like, can you just let me like have fun though? Can you just like, I just want to glide off the cliff. Yeah, that is one thing, and I've seen a lot of people make that complaint as well, which is kind of not this game's fault. But there's no glider in this game. And
What storyline are you going to do for this playthrough? Me? Also, she is a bit of a jerk for being mean to a newborn baby.
yeah. Yeah, remember, you can't glide in this one. There's no gliders, no flying. Jumping off stuff in... so in Forbidden West, there's like that glider. She has like this shield wing energy glider thing. And you can use it everywhere, pretty much after like the opening scene of the game. But the first game doesn't have one of those. Why? Because they just didn't give it, they didn't put one in. Breath of the Wild kind of spoiled us. Yes. I guess Breath of the Wild was one of the first games to do it, wasn't it? Kind of definitely modernized it. It just makes it really easy, because like a lot of games with like platforming and climbing and everything, a lot of the challenges and puzzles, a lot of the time, is to climb up something. And when you don't have a quick way of getting back down again, it kind of just adds an unnecessary element to the gameplay loop. So having a glider just makes sense. Obviously you can't fly with it, but it allows you to get down from very high elevation without having to screw around climbing back down something. This game doesn't have one of those because narratively they just never gave her one. And they didn't add it into the remaster because it just wouldn't make any sense lore-wise, so... I have seen a lot of people complaining that they didn't add the glider to Zero Dawn. It's like, why would they? She gets it in Forbidden West. It wouldn't make sense for her to have it in this one. When young Aloy for Halloween, nice. That's a cool idea. As the adult version, they were adorable. That's pretty awesome, Corgi. But I ended up getting called to work. Ah, damn it. Fucking work, man. Alright, new game. Let's go. We're going hard again. They changed Kid Aloy in this game, and I really like the changes that they made. They made her look more like the original concept art than the kind of like Mad Max hermit-looking creature from the original one. But Kid Aloy looks so much better. She looks a lot more like Aloy as well. They even gave her like little side hair things. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little bast?
Awesome.
Now go and see if you can find some more, hmm?
It's weird how, like, the little changes just make the game feel better.
Well done.
Like, it really wasn't necessary, but it does make her look more like how you'd think Aloy would look as a kid.
Come with me. She's an
Also,
outcast,
I missed your
to be
message,
shunned.
Leia. What storyline are you going to do for this playthrough?
There.
Yeah. I mean, we're just going to play through the main quest, mostly.
Come on.
We'll play through the DLC as well. But, where does Zero Dawn end for Forbidden West to start? They pretty much ends... So 6 months elapsed between the end of this game and the beginning of Forbidden West. But the story kind of picks up immediately afterwards. You're not looking where you're going, Aloy. Silly girl. So yeah, the game ends, and then Aloy goes off to pretty much immediately start the plot of Forbidden West.
Down here! Rost! Rost!
She was shunned. Yeah, she was shunned.
He won't hear me.
But she's not looking where she's going.
Some kind of cave?
Did she fall into the water in the OG one? She did. Hang on a second, am I getting... Okay, there's a little bit of texture flicker in this game. I'm assuming you guys can see that on stream as well. I don't know if that's just because things are really high quality now and like the light is kind of like glistening off high quality textures, but anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, she did fall down here.
But I can get through. This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old
She did.
places.
The only criticism I would have of Kid Aloy is her head looks a little big. I don't know if it's just because she has like so much hair and the big blue thing, if it's making it look a little out of place. But I guess she's only supposed to be 6 years old here, so. Why do they treat her like that? I mean, we'll find out as we go, but basically she wasn't born... She was born in a non-traditional way.
Ross said never go
Yeah,
in places
she was an
like
outcast.
this. But I have to
It doesn't
find a
matter.
way out.
I mean, we played it a million times, and I guess if people care about spoilers, and you've had your chance. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch. But she wasn't born in a normal way, and everybody is pretty divisive on what the purpose of her birth was. And because there's like a lot of sort of like cultish, religious vibes going on with a lot of the tribes, particularly the Nora, I suppose, since they're the relevant one. Some people consider her to be her origins to be of malicious intent, whereas others would consider her to be like a potential savior. Yeah. So some people, they've basically been. She was made an outcast and has just been shunned. And it's tribal law to not talk to outcasts, so that's why they ignore her. But a little like kind of interesting thing to note is that I've seen some people ask, how is the focus that she finds still able to work if it's been in ruins for countless years? They're solar powered, and as you can see, it's in direct sunlight. So
There's
that's
something
how.
shiny there.
Welcome in, Kenshi. Keep the chat in English if you can, please. But welcome in. Hola. Why do they not ignore her in the second game? Because she makes a name for herself in this game. And very, very quickly she'll become a member of one of the tribes. Just to keep it vague. Yes. You love the game? I love this game too. Love the remaster. One of the nice things they did about this is they actually made the face paints and the focus styles available from the beginning.
Everywhere.
In the original game, you could only unlock those with an ultra-hard playthrough. Which is why Aloy's focus is orange right now and not blue. Which is kind of neat. I'm hoping, as the menu implies, that you can unlock additional face paints and focus variants for playing through ultra-hard on this one. So I'm hoping there's more stuff to unlock for playing through ultra hard. We will find out when I eventually get
A
there.
metal door. Closed. Maybe this device I found can help.
This is technically my 13th. This will be my 13th playthrough of this game. Full playthrough, from start to finish. I've done many other little snippet playthroughs, specifically to like unlock coils and things. So I've done like,
It changed color.
God, how many? Maybe 50. I might have started this game 50 times and gotten like a considerable way through it. But this will be my 13th full playthrough of it that I can recall. I do have a lot of them written down. I do keep track of my games that I play, so I'm pretty sure it's 13.
It did it.
Well, our first thing.
Director Evans.
We're not going to
Flash
listen to all
traffic
these
from
because there's a lot of them down here.
Black quartz encryption. I've routed the message to your hologrid.
And I'd like to get through this in a couple of streams if we can, because I do want to play the Lego game when that comes out in a couple of weeks.
What's that?
There we go. Cutscene.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you.
100,000 times playing this. I could definitely play this 100,000 times though.
Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
That'd be your favorite game then? It's up there.
Show me. Show me again.
This is not a flawless game. It's not a perfect game. It's not the greatest written game.
Happy birthday, Isaac.
But
Daddy
something
sure does
about
love
it.
his little big man. Look,
I don't know, I
Daddy
just
can't be
connect
there
with it.
You and Mom, but
I don't know why. I can't really explain it.
Sure we can.
This memory is so this is a memory from a focus on the guy on the ground.
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
The guy has a focus on the side of his head. That one's not in direct sunlight, so that one I can't explain. But the way I'm getting this is something doesn't necessarily need to be powered on for a focus to be able to read its data. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this technology in this game. Because there's shit that's like underwater for hundreds of years that she's able to get data from later on in the series. So the only way that I feel like that it makes sense is that if you have a focus that works, it's able to read the data signature of anything around, regardless of whether or not it's actually functioning correctly. He's very dead. So think of a focus, think of the thing on the side of her head. Let's go into photo mode. Think of this thing on the side of her head. Can I not? Okay, we can't turn that off yet. Okay. This triangle, this Dorito. This technology Dorito on the side of her head. Think of that as like an iPhone in the future, or like a smartphone or something. So this can like call people, it can take videos in like hologram form. The fuck yous. Carbon fiber Dorito, yeah. So basically she just accessed a video that guy had taken with his focus, that he had sent to his family. I guess because he wasn't able to make it home for his kid's birthday. So, and obviously, like, the focus allows her to see all these lights and things. Paper airplane, well, yeah. So she's able to see a bunch of these things that other people don't see. Primarily because the tribe also forbid people from exploring these metal ruins, I guess because they're afraid of them. I guess the lore is... Hey, Dave, thank you for the resub. Welcome in. Thank you, bud. I guess the lore is that because the old ones wiped themselves out with this technology, they don't want to fool around in that technology.
He found me.
So I guess that's primarily why they forbid it. But obviously Aloy said fuck it, and now she has a focus.
I'm coming.
Which is essentially the game's UI.
Be praised. Come, girl.
So
take my hand.
She's basically... There are a few other people that have focuses, but she's basically the only one with a focus.
Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal
Welcome in,
world.
Dave. How's it going? Thank you for the resub, man. How's your
What
day
is that
going?
on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Is the game too loud? Let me know if the game's too loud.
Give it to me.
It's a bit quiet for me,
Aloy.
actually, but
Such things are dangerous.
No!
it looks like it's peeking out on OBS, though. Felt like I didn't get anything done? Busy day, then. Too much shit to do, not enough time.
If you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive.
Rost
in the
is
wild.
here. Rost is
Come, Aloy.
younger at this point, so they did
Home
change
now.
his character model to look
Starting
a little younger.
tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Which makes sense. Rost is a fellow outcast. He has a whole story, but he was already an outcast, and when they found Aloy and weren't sure what to do with her, and they made her an outcast, they just effectively gave her to Rost to raise her. So no, he is not her father. He's just
Plaything.
effectively some guy.
We descend to the valley now. Follow.
Rost was actually a Death Seeker. So there's a couple of different forms of
The wilds can be
a couple of different
dangerous,
roles
Aloy.
in the Nora tribe.
You will need to stay close.
One of them is
and
becoming
do
a
as I
seeker,
say.
which is basically
I know.
being given the
Now, you're still
the
scratched
ability
up from
to
that fall you
leave
took yesterday.
the Nora
So let's start
homelands
there. Take
and
this
go
medicine
off and
pouch.
explore
I'll
and
show you how to fill it.
basically come back with your findings to let, people know of the world that you found.
See this plant over here?
Let me just adjust the levels. But then there's also a Death Seeker. And from my recollection of that is a Death Seeker is basically someone who has been cast out from the tribe, either by force or volunteering to do it, to specifically go against tribal law. And that basically makes you an outcast and prevents you from returning. You're not allowed to return. You're seeking death, is what it is. You're going after something, some sort of mission. In Rost's case, I think it was he was actually going to try and find his daughter's killer. He had a daughter, and she was killed. And I think there's actually a couple of little Easter eggs in Forbidden West. You can actually find one of the bows that Rost had, which kind of implies that Rost went out to the Forbidden West to track his daughter's killer. I don't know if there's other Easter eggs with that. I can't really recall. But obviously Rost then returned. I'm assuming he found his daughter's killer and then returned. And I'm guessing Teersa took pity on him for what had happened and basically allowed him to return as an outcast and live outside of the Nora, live outside of the Nora homelands. So that mark on his face is the mark of the Death Seeker. Anyway,
It's called salve brush. Come, gather
let's
its
play the
berries in your
game.
pouch. Good.
I found one.
eat
In Schrodinger.
They may
going, bud?
taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of
Just make sure. Okay.
medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Bleh.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Something that would have been nice for them to add to this as well would have
The
been
Nora
the
tribe watches these
focused
lands
pulse,
and keeps out the most dangerous
which is
machines.
something they added to Forbidden West.
Usually.
Pretty much in this game, you can only ever enter the focus to go into this mode. Whereas in Forbidden West, you can also just click the button quickly, and it will basically do what this does, but in a pulse,
Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines.
which allows you to continue
I will teach you
walking.
how to
Whereas in this one,
Are
if you
they
want to go into the
dangerous?
focus mode to see
All
things,
machines are dangerous, Aloy.
you have to stop walking
Their
for a
power
second,
must be respected.
which is kind of
I will
annoying.
be beside you.
But that's how it is. I prefer father figure as he did Racer, even though he's not her father. Yeah, he's basically her father.
Aloy, a machine's coming.
She's basically
Crouch and
the
follow
or
me
he's
into the
basically the
tall
only person that
grass.
she has in her life. She's pretty much never seen anybody
There.
else.
Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called watchers. You must learn
And
to
clearly
avoid
she's
their
lived
gaze.
the
If you
first
want
few
to
years of her
survive
life
in the wilds, I
in
will
and
show
around
you.
that hut
Listen close and do as I do.
because
Stay
she
still.
hasn't even seen the
Wait
Watchers.
for it to pass.
Rost, what are you doing, man? Also,
Now keep low.
maybe a fair point to concede. I'm not sure how machines are getting in here. To be honest. Unless they're coming over the mountains, it doesn't make sense for machines to be this far into the Embrace
And follow me across the trail to that tall grass.
when there's like 50 fucking watch posts and a huge fence.
Another one. Let it pass.
But we'll gloss over that. Pooping. Damn it, man.
Come, back this way.
Okay, we're going this way now.
The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright.
Or I could do some rolls. Good at that.
Wait for it.
They did
That's
do
the
a
last
lot
of
of
them.
great work with
Let's
this
move on.
remaster, though. It's almost like a palette shift. Like, not only did they add a lot of foliage and a lot of detail and just making shit really high
did well.
quality,
They didn't see or hear you.
but there's
Now
also like
stay
a
close.
palette
That
shift.
herd
They
should be
made
just
things a
ahead.
little bit more green, a little bit more saturated. And it does make it feel visually more like Forbidden West. Which is kind of nice. I still really like the look of the original game. But I do like what they did with this. We got Tab.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there? He's smiling at us.
Teb! Get back where you belong! Teb! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
Then he is a fool. Come now. Let's
Maybe.
find that herd. Follow.
Let's go hunting, man. Okay, hang on. Let's swap the... Let's just say, check the audio. Go back to stereo. Leave on headphones.
There. See them? These are called striders.
Just to make sure you guys are getting all the audio. I don't know if any channels are getting cut. As a result of spatial audio or whatever. Let me just... Actually, hang on. I'll leave that down there. Where's this one up?
Ha! Get!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away.
I need rocks, man.
Stealth.
Even though I don't really need rocks. See if we can grab rocks before Ross tells us to grab rocks. Oh, he's still... Damn it, old man, what are you doing? Did we get ahead of his trigger?
Don't worry.
There we go.
We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the
Already got some, man.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks.
Already got him.
I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow.
Yep. Also, Aloy doesn't have shoes on in this section. And she's just hauling ass. Barefoot on the ground. She must have fucking hobbit's feet or something.
Aloy, over here. There's the herd.
Kids don't give a fuck, man. Yeah, I guess.
It's time to throw some rocks.
Grab rocks sounds like an insult similar to touch grass. Fucking grab rocks, man.
But they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like
If I went outside barefoot and I stepped on like a single pebble, that would be it. I'd be like, ah!
before we get in range.
And then I'm going back inside.
How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the Watcher over to me.
At least
Wait
mine
for my
don't.
signal.
I suppose. Maybe just get less comfortable with being uncomfortable as you get older. But I've always hated the feeling of like foreign objects touching me. Like I would never eat chicken wings as a kid. Not because I didn't like how they tasted, but because I didn't want to get like any grease or anything on my fingers. Just it annoyed the shit out of me. So I actually used to take a sandwich bag and use it as a glove to eat chicken wings because I just fucking hated having stuff on my hands. Same kind of shit outside. Run outside barefoot and stand in the rain.
Harvest the kills
I mean, I
to teach
could
them.
see running outside barefoot, assuming you're not
Good.
stepping on anything.
Gather stalks of ridgewood from the
Also,
forest.
I probably wouldn't do that. The last time I went outside barefoot,
Use the stalks as arrow shafts, and
I
match
ended up
sharks
with
around
like
heads.
bites all over my feet from insects I couldn't see. And I guess I found out later that it was like basically a microscopic, invisible to the naked eye spider mite that decided to... Doesn't actually bite you, it just melts your skin with its spit. And that was enough for me to be like, okay, never doing that again. Because that is the itchiest you will ever be in your life.
Good. You'll never
So
run out
fuck
of
that
arrows
shit.
if you know how to craft what you need.
I was like walking in the grass barefoot. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that shit. Because you don't... I can't walk in grass barefoot because you don't know what's going to be under the next footstep. You might step on like a piece of glass or something, you know? I can't do that.
Here. Stay low in the grass and be quiet.
Itchies. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Definitely. You definitely don't want to be at that shit.
It is time to make your first kill, Aloy.
Gotta be able to trust your yard. Well, yeah, but I mean, it could also just be a rock or,
If she's careless.
I don't know, a root or something that you cut your foot on. Like, I don't know.
But there are spots where it is vulnerable.
Not going at it. That's why we invented carpet. So we don't have to go stand outside like heathens. Or dog shit.
The canister
Or
on-
dog shit.
Is that a weakness?
Hit! Keep firing!
Got him. Dog shit is more logical fare.
You did well today,
Yeah.
but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again.
Anyway.
What was that?
That boy! The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
I love Aloy's little bow. Like, she just has like a small version of a bow that you'll get later, but it's just like cute how much detail Rost, I guess, would have put into making it. This tiny little thing. Which I can't imagine you're getting much pull off that. But still, 6-year-old Aloy is able to take down a Strider in 3 shots. With like maybe a 15-pound string on her bow. I guess she could probably get a lot of tension off a short pull, but she's not very strong, so... She can't be. Eh. And so began Teb's lifelong sciatica issues. £30. Jesus. I mean, I guess bows do get some pretty ludicrous pressure off of them.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
It does feel a bit like fucking physics apart when you're able to launch a stick like 300 yards with like reasonably little effort. Ripperoni, our little bow, we'll never have it again. Those are the only 3 shots we get to fire with it in the whole game.
I need to do this slowly and quietly.
Okay.
Can't let them see me.
Take that even though we don't need it. He's waiting.
Got to be careful.
Pretty sure none of them crossed the water,
I
so...
need to see their path. Almost there.
Take that even though we don't need it.
There he is. Hey.
What? How is this?
And how you weren't found is more impressive, to be honest. Some dude screaming and then falls into a tree.
How do you know to avoid them?
Because it's easy, man. They're not even looking his way. Because they're not looking his way.
How is this possible?
Teb has never ever tried to wander between machines before.
So, it is no plaything.
Wait. Oh, mother bless that girl.
Is that like a cosplay bow, Trish? Or is that like an actual bow?
I just wanted...
Boy! Seal your lips. They are outcasts, both.
A LARP bow.
Is motherless.
Did they let you shoot 30-pound
Back to mother's heart.
30-pound bowstring on a freaking LARP? I'm guessing you got like Nerf arrows or something.
It's against tribal law.
Even still, like take that in the eye.
Follow.
I know the way.
I'm guessing it's 30. Take someone's eye out with it. Fucking Bast. Now I don't know if they changed. I don't know if they changed this cutscene